The #1 dribble tutorial is finally here. If you're a beginner or you're advanced, I'm going to be teaching you every move that allows you to score every single play. I have a 92.5 win percentage, and I broke the highest win streak in 2K history. So today, I'm finally revealing all of my animations, and I'm going to be teaching you not only how to dribble like the best players in the game, but I'm going to be teaching you how to win every game. Because once you get these dribble moves down, it's going to be hard to lose. Make sure you guys are subscribed right now so that you don't miss out on the subscriber-only VC giveaways. And since we're almost at 900K subscribers, we gotta play the sub game. You must subscribe if you have a dog. You must subscribe if your favorite food is chicken. You must subscribe if you have curly hair, and you must subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Matter of fact, here are some VC codes for you guys that are subscribed. Remember, subscribe if you want more giveaways, and be quick to the video so that you can secure the VC. No matter what sport you're watching, my sponsor Underdog has you covered this holiday season. When you sign up with code SOLO and play your first $5, you'll unlock $75 in bonus entries plus an exclusive gimme pick you could play right away. With Underdog Unwrapped, you'll unwrap tons of promos all throughout the holidays. They're kicking it off with a boost for Jake Paul's big fight on Friday night. On Underdog, just pick higher or lower end player stats for a chance to win up to 5,000x your money. I've already locked in all my picks for this week. Underdog is available in most states, including Florida, California, and Texas. And again, sign up with code SOLO, play your first $5, and you'll unlock $75 in bonus entries and a gimme pick. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with another video, and today we got a special one. I'm gonna be turning you guys into some dribble gods. Now, there are gonna be some flashy moves that I show you in this video, but I'm gonna be showing you guys how to score. You know what I'm saying? Hit one move, two moves, bucket. Now let's get straight into it. So first off, you got to make sure you have on the right settings. Now in here, there's really nothing, but you guys can copy that down if you want to. I'm going to go quick through this, okay? Because I know there's a whole lot of yap in the beginning of these videos. I want to get to the good stuff. So get these controller settings down. Make sure you copy it down exactly like I have it. And the next thing is very important. Before you even start dribbling, before you play a game, you need to make sure that you have your Gatorade workouts done, because when I'm dribbling, I have an extra turbo meter. A lot of people ask me, Solo, how do you have so much stamina? You guys can see it right there on the right side. Additional turbo meter active. I got my 4 workouts done. You guys go in the Gatorade training facility. You guys could walk around to these little blue spots and do 4 workouts per week. You want to get 3 stars or better. Make sure each week you're doing 4 different workouts, because once you do all 12 workouts, you get the workout warrior badge, which gives you the permanent turbo meter all year. You don't have to do your workouts anymore. Next up, and this is very important, is going to be badge perks. Lightning launch is so important. I'm on a 6-8 build right now, so I can get it, you know, +2'd up to Hall of Fame. If you're on a 6-6 or below, it's going to be extremely important that you +2 your lightning launch badge to legend. There's a lot of good badges, especially when it comes to shooting, like set shot, limitless range, deadeye, whatever it may be, but lightning launch for guards is probably the most important one, so make sure that's max +2. And the next thing that's actually very important, and a lot of people don't realize this, is your takeover. Now, I have custom takeovers. It probably takes you a few hundred games to unlock custom takeovers, but once you do it, this is crucial, because you guys can see I only do speed of ball, so I have +15 to my speed with ball. This helps out a lot. And I also run deep bomber. You can run hydration hero if you want to get a crazy amount of stamina, if you're seriously like all about dribbling. That's a really good one, but I'm going to keep using deep bomber because I like to front run a little bit, you know, once I get takeover and pull from the parking lot. If you don't have custom takeovers, there's very few takeovers that actually boost your speed of ball. Like right here, mixtape does it, but a lot of these are just going to do 3-point, mid-range, stuff like that. So I'd probably use something like Chef. Just get the deep bomber takeover, boost your 3-point, boost your mid-range until you do get custom takeovers. Now, this is what you guys clicked on the video for. It's the dribble move. So of course, subscribe if you guys haven't, because I never do this. I always go slow through the dribble moves, but here they are. I know a lot of people skip to this part of the video, so subscribe. I got y'all. I'm not going to make you wait any longer. I'm not going to hide them and flip through them slowly. Yeah, this is going to be for tall guards, so 6'5" to 6'9". You know, a lot of people have 6'6" builds. A lot of people have 6'8" builds. Make sure you have on the Levine dribble style, T-Max size up. Devin Booker breakdown is very important. Escape moves, Paul George, the best escape in the game for these tall builds. I used Jimmy Butler for a while, but I did switch to Paul George. Both are very good. Lonzo Cross is very good. You're behind the back, you could use a different one. I have on Chris Paul. There's a lot of decent ones. There's not one that's great until they do drop that Kawhi Leonard behind the back. I'm still waiting for 2K to drop that. Make sure you put on Devin Booker's step back. It's one of, if not the most important moves in the entire game. And Kobe Bryant triple threat style is very important as well. Another thing, make sure you have on go-to shot Kevin Durant, because you can dribble out of this. It's pretty crazy. Again, subscribe if you guys haven't, because we're getting right into it. Now I'm on my small guard. This is my 6'4" build. So these are going to be dribble moves for 6'4" and below, all the way down to 5'9". here they are. It's a lot of very similar moves, but on these small builds, you can get dribble moves like Steph Curry, which is very important. For the Curry side, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to basically stop on a dime in Curry side. A lot of people don't know how to do that. They only know how to do the regular Curry side, but this is a kill move. Make sure you have that on. Steph Curry 6 size up. Ja Morant dribble style. You can get that on small guards. You can't get that on the tall guards. The escape moves I have on Kemba, unlike for the tall builds where we have Paul George. I have De'Aaron Fox crossover, but Lonzo Ball, both good ones. De'Aaron Fox might be a starter for one. I'm not sure. I think it is low key, so I'd probably use Lonzo. Again, D-book step back, very important. Make sure you have that on. Now that you have the dribble moves, this part is even more important. It's going to be the dribble tutorial. I'm gonna break it down to you guys very simple, starting with the basics. We're going to start off with the Paul George escape, or if you're on a small guard, that would be the Kemba Walker escape. It looks just like this. You can spam it back and forth very easily. All you want to do is hold the sprint button, and then right stick goes top left, and it goes top right to do it back the other way. Very simple. The next move is going to be the Devin Booker snatchback. Probably the best move in the game because there's just so much you could do with it. All you do for this one is hold sprint, hold turbo, right trigger, and then flick down with the right stick. Very simple. Make sure you get those two moves down first before we get into the next moves. Again, Paul George escape, snatchback, very simple. A lot of people just spam these two moves with the LT cancel, which I'm about to show you. So effective. Now we have what people call the LT cancel. I'm sure you've seen people do it. It looks just like this. It's where you basically stop on a dime and start running the other way. A lot of people jump at this. So let's say I take it, I'm running baseline. The defender's probably jumping at that baseline fade. You come back, and if he didn't jump at that, he's probably jumping when you go middle. So you're gonna just keep doing this until you have a shot if you want to. Like if you're a midi fader, that's just OP. And this is very simple. All you wanna do is you wanna flick up down while you're running very fast. And you can't like run at the rim. So don't run at the rim, don't run downhill. You wanna make sure you're going left and right, okay? Just like that. And if you let it play out, it'll just do the step back just like that. So if you let it play out, it just does the step back, which you could shoot off that. But if you want to run out of it, you could do that. Both are very effective. So once again, how you do it is when you're running, when you're sprinting, you just flick up, down, and then run the other way right away. So I'm running right, up, down, I'm running left. Make sure you're ready to move that left stick because you're going to be changing directions right after you flick up, down with the right stick. Now, what you could do is you could keep going up, down, and just running left and right out of this. Like just get in your my court and try to get this down first. But after you get that down, you can mix in the Paul George escape, which is the first move I showed you, just like this. Just where you're holding the right trigger and you flick up, left, up, right. You know, you do this, Paul George, right after. Instead of just running out of it, Paul George. You can mix that in just to change directions. So I'm gonna run to that right baseline. Instead of just coming right back, I'm gonna Paul George, and it's gonna confuse the defender, Paul George, and I'm still going baseline. You feel me? Just to change it up so you're not always predictable and you're not always going only left to right like this. You can mix in the Paul George just like that to quickly change back that other direction, if that makes sense. Now the next move, not too many people do, but it's gonna be the LT cancel with the Paul George escape. So basically it looks like this. You can stop on a dime and basically Paul George and run the other way. You guys played 2K24, the LT cancel was one of the most important moves. Basically it was where you stopped on a dime and did a drill move back the other way. It's not like it used to be. You don't hold LT or L2 anymore. That's why it's called the LT cancel. All you do is flick up. So you basically just flick up to cancel the move, and then you want to Paul George the other way right away. So again, to Paul George escape, it's just hold right trigger, up left, hold right trigger, top right, whichever way you want to go. So if I'm running right, I'm going to want to come back left. So I'm going to Paul George top left, just like that with the right stick. But again, to stop yourself, you want to flick up with the right stick. So you flick up and then Paul George right away. So it's up and then top left to run back. You feel me? Up, top left, just like that. You could do it both ways. Obviously this way you'd go up and then to the right to do the Paul George. Not too many people do this. I would say this is more of a small guard move, which I will get on my small guard and show you guys some moves on my 6'4" because they do have slightly different sigs. But basically everything that I'm doing on this 6'8" you can do on the small guard. Now some of you guys might be thinking that you wanted a crazier dribble tutorial. Why is Solo not spinning around the court doing all this crazy stuff? I'm not that type of dribbler. I dribble to score. Subscribe right now if you are the same way, because that's what wins games. So I'm sorry if this is a little bit boring, but I'm teaching you guys how to score. And a lot of the Devin Booker moves, especially with the Paul George escape, like that's pretty much all you need. is the Devin Booker snatch, the Devin Booker aggressive, which we'll get to, and the Paul George escape. Those 3 moves right there, you could win games against anybody. Now I'm going to teach you the Devin Booker snatchback spam, which is very important. It's where you just, instead of doing one snatchback, let's say you wanted to keep spamming down, it's not going to let you. Like, it's going to make you do behind the backs, do some weird shit, right? But if you want to spam it like this, and I don't even get it down perfectly every time because it is a hard move to do. I usually don't spam it like 10 times like this also. So I'll probably do it like twice. There's a lot of different ways to do it, I'm not gonna lie, but the way that I do it is I do the snatch back, and then you got to learn how to left stick cancel. Left stick canceling is very important. It's basically where you just tap your left stick right after you do a dribble move, and that'll cancel it out and allow you to do anything you want after. So snatch, tap down on the left stick, or you could tap to the left, the right. That's how some people teach it. They say do a snatch and then tap to the left or the right with the left stick right away. You don't want to run out with the left stick. You're not holding the left stick and running. You're just doing the snatch back again. Hold right trigger, flick down, and then tap the left stick down. That's what I do, just very slightly. It'll look like this. Hold on, wait. It'll look like this, just like that. You see how I stop? That's what it looks like when you're just standing still, right? You want to do that. Once you know you're getting that animation, then you want to do a snatch back again right after that. So you do this, snatch again. That's how you start spamming it. You could do that repeatedly once you get it down. This is especially good when you're doing this and you're mixing it in like this, especially in the corner. I'm just telling you, bro, there's so much to this little bag right here where you're LT canceling. I'm out of adrenaline now because I'm spamming, but you feel me, bro. You can do this, the D-book spam backwards. Like, it's a very effective way to score. Now, I will say this is hard to get down. Some people flick right stick and left stick down at the same exact time. It's all about timing and what works for you. Everyone has a different monitor. Everyone has a different latency, different internet. So some things are not going to work for everybody. Some people flick up, so they do the snatch back and then they flick the left stick up. Look, that works as well, but sometimes if you hold the left stick too far forward, you are gonna run forward and it's gonna be a mess like that. I get a lot. What works for me is just flicking down. Some people even hold left trigger because that cancels your move. So in the micro especially, it's easy. Look at me. Hold left trigger and just spam down on the right stick. That's gonna be very easy. But what gets tricky about holding left trigger or L2 while you're spamming it is running out. If you get the timing down, it works. But sometimes you're gonna get stuck in like a post-up animation like that. Like it's gonna be slow, you know, when you're trying to run out because you're holding left trigger just like that. You feel me? So what I do is I just flick left stick down. I tap it down. Again, I usually only do it like twice and then I get out of there. I'm not really spamming it like 15 times. Now I'm gonna show you guys the first combo, and this is one of my only combos that I really do consistently that'll get me a 3 basically every time. You wanna do the snatch back twice and then you wanna run and then do it a 3rd time. So look, snatch, Paul George, run out, and then snatch a 3rd time. Once you start running, the defender usually bites on that and runs. You snatch back, that 3rd snatch gets them. Honestly, you probably got him off the first 2 snatches, but sometimes they're playing you high. So you hit him with the snatch, Paul George, 3rd snatch, that gets him almost every time. And again, I'm not just flicking down to snatch, I'm doing the up down, which cancels out, you know, you running, basically allowing you to stop on a dime. Up down with the right stick allows you to stop on a dime and do this snatch back. Of course, you need on the Devin Booker step back. Best move in the game, probably. Next up, we have the Devin Booker aggressive breakdown, which looks just like this, or I guess this year it's called breakdown combos. That's the move. Last year it was aggressive breakdown. To do this, all you do is hold the sprint button, right trigger, and then flick up on the right stick. Very, very simple, and it's one of the best moves in the game, especially off a snatchback. Look, you do a snatchback, so you flick down, then you flick up, just like that. This is a very good move. Usually the defender gets stuck on the side of you, so he's basically like crabbed. You could just shoot it. It's probably going to be open. You know, you can run off this too. Mixing the D-book, run out of it. You feel me? Very good move. Another thing you can do is throw a self lob. So Xbox, it's going to be X and Y this year. And for PlayStation, that would be square and triangle. So let's say you're dribbling, right? D-book, self lob. Because the D-book almost always puts you on the side of your defender. If you're in this little range right here, it's basically a self lob every single time. It's so hard to stop. D-book, self lob right out of it. Once you get that down, it looks like you're front running. It looks like you're doing too much, but I promise, bro, it's such a safe bucket. Now, before we get into some more crazy moves, the more advanced moves, I want to show you guys how to quick stop, which basically allows you to stop on a dime and shoot. What I do is I just flick up. There are some more advanced ways where you kind of like, you know, burst out of a move, take 2 steps, let go of everything and just shoot. That one's tricky. You don't get it every time. I don't do that anymore. I just flick up, and you can hold right trigger when you're doing it. And I feel like the quick stop is at its best when you're doing it off of a snatchback. You run back a little and then you flick up to stop. And on small guard, it looks way better. Like, I think it's just because I'm taller. It's just not going to look as good. But look, off the snatch, run back, flick up to stop yourself. Or again, if you're just running, you could just flick up, stop like that. Very simple. I really fade a lot, but especially if you're playing small guard, if you play a lot of threes, if you play fives, you're going to want the quick stop for sure. But on the twos, I midi fade a lot. I cannot lie. So I'm not really stopping, but again, just I'm doing it while I'm holding the sprint button. You're just flicking up the right stick. Very simple. Paul George escape is one of the best moves in the game. It looks just like this. Now, if you're spamming, you'll notice my adrenaline bars, right? They're going down. Now I have 1. And after this move, I'll have 0. In this game, you lose adrenaline fast, which if you don't know, when you have 1 bar or 0, you're basically not going to make that shot. It's very, very tough to make that shot. You need your adrenaline. So what you can do is there's a way to keep your adrenaline while you're dribbling. Not a lot of people know about this, but I'm about to put you guys on. Usually it takes about 3 moves to take an adrenaline. So 1, 2, 3. And then after the 3rd one, I lose the adrenaline. But the way to reset your adrenaline bars is by the left stick cancel. Again, so you just want to tap the left stick. So you can do 1, 2, 3, tap the left stick, left or down, wherever you want to go, whatever works for you. I tap it the way I was going, so a little bit to that right hand. 1, 2, 3, tap. See, sometimes you're going to get a run out, so it's perfect timing. You know, you got to get the timing down, just like this. But if you mix in, and right there, I lost one because I messed up. But if you mix in the left stick cancel and you're tapping that left stick every about 3 moves, you won't lose your adrenaline, and it'll make it so that you can not only dribble faster and keep dribbling, but your shots are going to fall because you have all your adrenaline bars. Now, I'll be honest, that's more of an advanced move. Like, even some of the best players don't do that. Some of them do, only a handful. But if you get this down, you're going to be way ahead of everybody else. And even after dribbling a lot, your opponents are probably going to be saying, how did he just make that? Yeah, you could flick down. That's pretty good too. Flicking down is probably better because you're not going to run out by flicking down. You feel me? Because if you run left, or if you flick left or right, you might get like a run out like that or something like that if you mess it up. But if you flick down with the left stick, yeah, you're never really gonna mess that up. Now, here's a move that's very good, but it's all about timing. You're probably not gonna get it right away, but it's gonna be the Devin Booker spam, which this is all about timing. Even right there, it kind of looked weird. I like switched hands on it. Basically, you just wanna tap your left stick down a little bit. It's another left stick cancel move. So not a lot of people do this, but obviously the first D-book, aggressive breakdown or whatever, is very good to crab your defender. But if you do 2 of them, that's where it gets crazy. So you do the first one, you kind of tap down in the left stick. It's all about time. You got to find that perfect medium. You know, at first you might hold it too far and start running backwards, or you might tap it too little and not get the right hold on that left stick. I'm holding right trigger, flicking up, tapping kind of on my left stick. Once you get the timing down, you'll figure it out, but it is hard at first, I will not lie. Another really good scoring move is just shooting off the D-book and getting that front fade. Basically, you're gonna get a fade if you don't wait a second. If you wait a second, you'll shoot, it'll be a standstill. But a really good move is just shooting that fade forward off the Devin Booker breakdown, where you're just flicking up and then just shooting off of it. Also, something a lot of people don't know, so I'm gonna put it in this video. When you catch the ball, this is one of, it might be the best scoring move in the game. I'm not even kidding. I do it so much in the 2s. People need to do it more. People need to do it on the 5s, 3s, whatever. When you catch the ball, right? Normally you can't D-book. If you just hold right trigger and flick up, it'll do this. It'll like put it through your legs or do like a combo move or something weird. But on catches, so let's say your center hits you, whatever, however you get the ball, you catch it. If you flick up twice, that's how you do the D-book. So you're holding sprint, flick up twice on the right stick. It'll give you the D-book off the catch. So right when I catch the ball, I'd be D-booking right past my opponent. He's never ready for it. On the 2s, it's almost an instant bucket. I'd say 95% of the time. You just flick up twice on the catch. Now the next move, I don't do too much. It's gonna be the Kevin Durant go-to shot. A lot of people do this, especially if you're like a 6'11" or a taller dribbler. It's not really my bag too crazy, but it can be a bailout bucket. So basically, if you do the go-to shot, basically you just hold up on the right stick, right? Now you can hold sprint. Some people hold sprint, some people don't. I'm not gonna hold sprint for this. Hold up, it'll play out this whole go-to shot, right? You could shoot it if you want, but what you do is you basically let go of it once you get that first burst. So you do this, it kind of flings you forward, and then you do a crossover. So once you see that first, like right there, bang. Okay, I messed it up right there. But that's basically where you want to stop the go-to shot and let go of holding up on the right stick. Once you get to this point, you cross over out of it. And how to cross over is just right stick. You're just flicking the way you want to go. So since I'm going, let's see, this way, I'm flicking right with the right stick. Or if I'm going this way, I'm flicking left with the right stick. And sometimes you're not going to get the timing right, so you got to get it down like that. Hold up on the right stick and then cross over out of it. You can use turbo. That's probably your best bet, or you don't have to. It works either way. Next move that I'm going to teach you guys is the hop back. Now this is a very, very good move. It's not a move that I do too much, so I'm still kind of getting it down. Like as far as my combos go, like it's, you know how you have those muscle memory moves, like you just get out there and you start flicking your sticks, like you kind of have those go-to moves. Like for me, it's kind of like, you know, dribbling like this, right? The hop back's not really on my mind, so I gotta think about it if I want to do it, if that makes sense. It's not like muscle memory to me, but basically when you're running in, right, you got to be on a direct line to the rim. You want to stop running in and start going backwards with the left stick. Now as soon as you start going backwards, you want to flick up. It'll give you this. Now there's a bunch of walkbacks, right? You're just flicking up. Don't hold sprint. Do not hold sprint. There's a bunch of different walkbacks. This is not a dribble animation, so you can't go into your animations and change it. Try to get a better one. Basically, as soon as you start walking back, you flick up on the right stick and you just keep walking back. You just keep walking back, let it play out. This looks kind of ass right now, but when you're comboing up and you mix this in, it kills your defenders. Now those ones are the bad hops. There's a way to get this hop every single time. That's the good one, because think about it. When you're driving in, your defender thinks you're about to take a dunk. You hop back like that. Oh my God, you're cooking them. You're cooking them. This was a crazy move in 2K20. It was the LeBron step back or whatever, snatchback, whatever it was called. Everyone used it, right? Now, how to get this one, instead of flicking up with the right stick when you start walking back, you want to flick to the ball hand. So the ball's in my right hand, I'm flicking to the right with the right stick while walking back. So left stick's going back, flicking to that ball hand. So ready? I'm flicking left now since the ball's in my left hand. So you just got to read which hand the ball's in and flick the right stick to that side. And this is especially good when your defender thinks you're going to rim run and then you just hit him with the step back. That is a crazy kill move. Some people do it off the KD go-to. So you're holding up on the right stick and then you just, oh my, like, see, that's the cheese that a lot of people do on the ones court, because they do the KD go-to crossover. That's very tough to guard. But once you start doing the KD go-to and mixing in the hop back, they don't know what to guard. They don't know if you're going for the rim run. They don't know if you're doing the hop back and getting the three. You just got to play mind games with them. You got to play mind games with them. Like, bro, it's tough, bro. It's tough to guard. By the way, this is a crazy long dribble tutorial, but I'm giving you guys everything. I'm like, if you really study this video, you're going to be a god at this game. You're going to be a god at this game, and you're going to know how to score effectively in so many different scenarios. Again, make sure you're subscribed, because I got more videos like this. Jump shot shooting tips video dropping soon, a new one. Of course, I got those already on my channel. Build videos as well with the best cap breaker layouts and all that. Next thing I want to show you, and now we're really getting into the gritty moves, but it's going to be the Kobe Bryant triple threat style, the Kobe jab, just like this. Now you're probably thinking, Solo, that's, what are you saying right now? That's ass. This move is so good, especially if you're cooked, if they make you pick up your dribble. This is a crab move. Look at where I am right now. I'm like 2 steps behind the 3-point line. Jab. Now I'm like on the 3-point line. It literally pushes you forward and gets your defender stuck behind you. I wish there was a defender right now. You just have to look. You see how I'm favoring the ball to that left side? Like I kind of have it in my left hand. That's the way you want to flick with the right stick. So right stick, I'm flicking that over to the left. That's how you get the good jab. Because if I flick right, look at this. It gives you like the long one. That's not what you want. You want this quick one and you want to shoot off it right away. You just have to read it. If your defender's playing you really high, especially hugging your hip, hit him with this. They're crabbed green. Okay, so now on my small guard, if you're 6'4" or smaller and you have on the Steph Curry behind the back, this is going to be a very important move. Hold the sprint button and flick the right stick down left. Or if the ball's in your left hand, you're going to want to slide to the right. So hold the right trigger and right stick goes down to the right. Now this is a very good move. Let's say you do the Kemba escape, which is just flicking up right, up left. You can Curry slide out of that. There's a lot of, you know, hit him with the up down, the little D-book snatch, Curry slide back the other way. What I want to show you guys is the LT cancel Curry slide. So not a lot of people do this as well unless you're like an elite player, but it's easy. And again, you flick up to cancel out of your moves. Like let's say we're doing this snatchback. You flick up, right? Up, down. up, down. Same thing with the curry slide. Flick up, curry slide. Look, flick up, curry slide. You stop on a dime. A regular curry slide looks like this. You got to stop, set your feet. It's slow. But if you flick up and do it, especially if you're running behind a screen and the defender is about to go under the screen or something, curry slide back, easy 3 every time. Holding sprint, you're just flicking up, curry sliding back the other way. And everything's better on the small guard. So if you're on a small guard, you got legend lightning launch, like the quick stops look better. That right there, I kind of got a weird gather, but especially with like the D book spam where you're kind of just, you're dancing, you feel me? Mixing the quick stop, everything looks faster and better on a small guard, obviously. So everything I just talked about where I was on my 6'8", it's just way better on a 6'4", especially like this midi bag with the little D-book step back spam. My advice to you guys is study this video because I literally put every scoring move in this video. Get in your my court, take an hour, take 2 hours. It might take days, who knows? But get this down and your win percentage is gonna start to skyrocket. I am telling you. Subscribe right now if you guys haven't already. And if you want to see more videos like this one, click the video pop into your screen right now.